Welcome to all of you. Hello. Today we are going to discuss about Ernest Hemingway's short novel, The Old Man and Sea. I am Mahesh S Holkar from KKO College, Kakasab Nagar. I am going to introduce you the novel that is prescribed for SSPO University for a special English. Now, the Ernest Hemingway is one of the writers who was born in Oak Park, Illinois, was the son of a doctor and a music teacher. At the age of 18, he volunteered as an ambulance driver in Italy during World War I. He was badly injured in it. He was a reporter. Even in 1936, he wrote a skewer about the Cuban fisherman and he covered Spanish Civil War. Ernest Hemingway is one of the enthusiastic fishermen in Cuba, a boxer, a bullfighter, and a huge fan of baseball. He won a Bronze Star in World War II as a war correspondent in combat. He married with 4 women and divorced with 3. The Sun Also Rises, that was written in 1926, and A Farewell to the Arms in 1929, established him as a dominant literary voice of his age. He won the Pulitzer Prize and the Nobel Prize for the novel The Old Man and Sea, and in 1953. He awarded the Medal of Honor by Batista, the former director of Cuba. In his latter life, he nicknamed himself Papa because of his behavior. He had a white grizzly beard and a jolly-looking face. His father committed a suicide, and that made him a paranoid and depressed. And finally, in 1961, at the age of 61, he killed himself with a shotgun in Ketchum, in Idaho. He uses a very simple language for his literary work. He has uses different characters in his novel, The Old Man and Sea. The first character, that is the protagonist of the novel, is known as Santiago. Santiago is a skilled fisherman who was a deep respect for the sea and the nature. He was an elderly and a very poor person. He feels proud on himself. He was a humble, loved baseball person. He loved Manolin and taught him how to fish. He is a lonely person. He is also as a priest-like person. Another character of the novel is Manolin. Manolin truly loves and respect to the Santiago. He is a nurturer to Santiago. He well learned all things from Santiago, has to teach him about fishing, the sea, and his respect of nature. He will carry on Santiago's legacy. Through him, the Santiago will never die. Point of view of the novel. The novelist used a third-person point of view for this novel. He focuses on Santiago, helping us to understand his character and allow the readers to sympathize with Santiago and his flight. Here, he has used a stream of consciousness technique. Basically, the novel is set in late 1940s. The book span of a period of 5 days. He has used the place, a small fishing village near Havana, Cuba, in a sack, in a boat, and the waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Here, he has also used some flashback techniques. With the help of some flashback techniques, we can understand the Santiago's character and his mind conditions. For example, his wrestling match with the El Negro in Santiago's from when he was a younger and in his prime. Even the picture of his wife suggesting his past life prime with her. The memories of the two Merlins that he and Maloney encountered on a previous fishing trip. This novel has its own motifs. The motifs like sufferings, baseball and Joe DiMaggio, dreams of the lion and the witch, luck, life from death, crucifixion imagery. These motifs the novelist has explained from the novels. Here he has used various types of symbols, and the Santiago is one of the symbolic character. He is representing the common man or the everyman as well as the representation of Jesus Christ. As a result of this, the novella is also called a Christian allegory. The symbolism of the Merlin. Merlin is also one of the noble and worthy enemy, the ideal opponent, larger than life, does the unexpected, preserves, does not give up, worthy of Santiago's effort and strength. One of the symbolic imagery that we are going to learn from the novel, that is known as a crucifixion imagery, or the symbolism Santiago as a Christ. The 40 days without a fish represent Jesus' time wandering in the desert and tempted by Satan. The first point why the Santiago is compared with the Christ is that the 40 days he was wandered without fish, and sin that presented a sin that things took him towards the Jesus. Then the second one is that the cuts on Santiago's hands. While carrying the mast home after returning with the carcass of his Merlin, he stumbles and falls 5 times. When Manolin finds Santiago the next morning, he is laying face down on his bed with his arm spread out, palms up. Santiago tells Manolin that he will need to rest, but he will be able to fish with him in 3 days. This resembles the resurrections of Jesus Christ. Jesus was resurrected on the 3rd day after his crucifixions. Here, the novelist has presented the various themes. For example, unity versus nature, heroism and fighting the good fight, defeat. Man is not made for defeat. Even a man can be destroyed but not defeated. Success, material versus inner spiritual, self-respect, pride, worthiness, manhood, exceeding limits. So all of these elements makes the novel a very good one and even a innovative one. Thank you very much. May I request to you, if you like the video, please subscribe it and share it with other students. Thank you so much.